My name is Jennifer Kaku. I'm a first year at Pitzer. My PGP is she or her. We're right in front of my dorm, B207, North Sanborn at Pitzer College. Yeah, that's where we are. I decided to choose my room as the setting of our film because I just find my room really comfortable. Like, I've worked really hard to create like a really soft ambiance in the room and something that's really comforting, and I just felt like it was really, like, the decorations even were like just a really good representation of myself, and even like my front door is a good representation of me. I have my roommate obviously, and we try to combine our tastes together to form like one unified taste, and yeah. Well, I would say that I'm a very like fun, kind of energetic person, so there's definitely like colors going on, and then like my lights are like kind of fun. Like, I have like these lantern lights and these flower lights, and I have like, my side isn't as decorated as much as my roommate's side because I kind of go for a more simplistic look, but I like to have like, I have like lots of pictures on my wall because I really miss my family and friends. And then but I also like, I feel like I have like a very like laid back, chill, comfortable type personality, so I like to have like comfy blankets and soft lights and tea all the time. So yeah, that's kind of how my style and my personality is portrayed in my room. Yeah, I really enjoy like listening to music, watching Netflix, you know, the boring stuff. But I guess like other hobbies you could say is I really like to like volunteer, or like, actually as of lately I've gotten a more into like just working with the Asian American community. So I work at Campus, and I'm part of APAC, the Asian Pacific American Coalition, and the Center for Asian Pacific American Students. So those definitely take up some time in my life. And then I just really like hanging out with friends. Like, I'm a very talkative person, so I like to just like sit around, discuss life, you know, who knows what comes up, but yeah. So as of right now, I'm thinking I'm a tentative anthropology major with a minor in Asian American Studies. And I hope to eventually become a professor in that. I just really enjoy teaching. I really enjoy like inspiring youth, because I feel like I've had a lot of teachers and even professors that have really inspired me and shown me like different directions I can take my life, and that's such a powerful position to have, and I feel like it needs to be in the hands of the right people, and hopefully I can be one of those right people. And then I also want to do research because that's part of like anthropology, so I think it would be really cool to like do some like in-depth research about API issues and like write little ethnographies about it, and yeah, I think it would be really, really cool. So I grew up in Arlington, Virginia, all the way over at the East Coast where it's really cold. I went to a really competitive high school. I was part of the International Baccalaureate program. So it was definitely a lot of, there was a lot of pressure to do well and to be smart, and I definitely think it prepared me for college. But I really like the atmosphere here a lot better, where it's not as competitive, not as aggressive, I guess you could say. And then my community was not very, there wasn't a lot of API people in my community. So the East Coast was super, well, at least the East Coast was academically really competitive. Here it's definitely competitive, but it's not like, I don't feel like people are constantly hammering me to find out what grades I got or, you know, what I got in certain tests. It's more of a community where we work together. Because I feel like I've done so many group projects here, and like, we're definitely all working together. And then also on top of that, I really find that over here it's the API community is a lot bigger here. So I am in a family of 4. I have a mom, a dad, and a little brother. He's 16 years old. So old. They grow up so fast. Yeah, he is my best friend, my other half. We were just playing Trivia Crack together. And yeah, we have a really tight bond. Right now he's like doing the whole college SAT thing, and it's like, it's scary, but like I'm helping him out. And it's like, I'm a little bit bitter sometimes because I didn't get that help, because my mom is, she moved to the United States when she was 18 to go to university. And so her English is not like 100%, like her English is pretty great, but especially when I was growing up, like it was definitely an uphill battle. So it was a lot of me having to do things by myself, and now like my brother gets all that help from me, and my mom is like more practiced now, so she can help him too, and I'm just like, I wish I had that help, but I think it made me like a stronger person in general. My mom and I are really close too. She definitely adopted the whole like, she can do it, like she's good kind of thing. So I think that made me like kind of a more reliant person, but still she's like there for me and whatnot. And then my dad is like jokester of the family. I think that's definitely where I get my personality from. So at Kappas, I'm an intern. Most days you'll find me sitting there doing homework, or like, so if you have any questions you can come up and ask me. But other days we'll be working on programs for Kappas or helping other people's programs. It's a pretty rounded job. There's a lot of things that are encompassed by it. And then APAC, I'm just a member, like I help out with little events here and there, but yeah, I have more aspirations for the future, but as of right now, we're just keeping it pretty low-key. Well, I eventually hope to be a sponsor. I really love the sponsor program, but I think there are definitely some things that we need to change about it. So I'm hoping to influence some sort of change. And then I don't know, I think it would be really cool to be more involved in different programs that APAC has, because I definitely have some ideas for programs that would be really awesome for APAC. So they're just like a place where members of the API community can talk to other people who have maybe experienced similar things, / they can have dialogue about issues that are occurring within the API community, maybe outside of the Claremont community or outside of themselves, really. And like at Kappas, we have these dialogues, dessert and dialogues, where we talk about things that are occurring. Like we were just talking about the 5C Asian American community, and in the future we have plans to talk about like politics and whatnot. And like I feel like that's, sometimes you can't really talk to other people about those things because A, they don't believe that like you have a stake in those kind of things, or B, like they don't really understand what you're trying to say. So just a community where you can convey your ideas and have an open forum where people aren't going to judge you.